You don't get the show.
I always wonder, because I remember watching some of these videos of like couples playing, and I was like, wow, this is cool to see couples playing. But then you see the other side. I remember in EverQuest hearing about some of these people that had like divorces and stuff, and you'd hear like some of these fights over not, well, it wasn't even TeamSpeak back then, but they'd have like either on the phone or something. But when we finally did have some kind of voice or something, they'd have fights over something. Especially, a lot of times it's not a stereotype, because a lot of times women would play the healer, and you'd get some of these overbearing guild leaders, and they'd be like, heal, they start yelling, and it's like, yeah, that's your wife or your girlfriend. And I was thinking to myself, like, at what point do you separate how much you really need to instruct the person you're with? This is guys or girls now. Maybe we should put this on a poll. At what point do you put down that instruction tone, and you think to yourself, this person next to me, I either gotta sleep with them, if I hope to sleep with them, and I hope to have some kind of life with them, but at the same time, I need to instruct them on how to do something. What would you say about that?
Oh, that's the type of thing where it's like, yeah, that's a tough thing where there are people that they're like, yep, I love playing games with my significant other, and there's people like, fuck no. Like it's the old saying of if like over here in Massachusetts, we'll have, like, especially in the spring and the fall, we have in some of the parks where you can rent canoes and kayaks, and literally like you'll go and like you'll see couples come up, and they'll be like, do you want 2 individual ones or do you want 1 double one? And like there's people that'll be like, oh, let's get a double one, and they're like, oh, so you want the divorce maker? Okay, yeah, go down to the dock. And I will tell you, dude, that shit is like crazy. Like they don't call them that for no reason.
It's like we're gonna play co-op. You're playing a game. You're like, shoot the zombie. Shoot that motherfucker. I mean, I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. Please, I'm playing.
I will tell you the best, and I swear to God, this is the funniest, best, lovingest story that I have of the time my wife and I tried to play video games together. So, and this is gonna be a throwback to the Xbox, the original Xbox, playing Halo on it. We decided, hey, let's play Halo together. So we're like, cool, let's play co-op. So we're going through, and I'm like, oh, it's co-op. She's played games before. I'm going to bump up the difficulty like a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. So we run out into this room, and sure enough, boom, door opens up in the back, and freaking here starts the enemies pouring in. And I'm sitting there shooting the shit out of them, going, running, trying not to die, shooting, ducking, getting behind stuff. And I'm like, honey, I need you to start shooting. I'm the only one shooting. And she's like, all right, I'm trying. She's like, hold on, where the hell am I? And this is what I hear. I'm like, where the hell am I? I'm like, what? And she's like, I think I'm lost. So I'm going through, I'm sitting there killing. I'm like, can you find your way back? And she's like, I have no idea where I am. All right, cool. I go, stay where you are. I sit there, and I don't know how, without dying, kill off this whole wave of aliens. And then I like turn around, and I'm like, where the hell is she? I realize, okay, she's not in the room that I'm here. And then I start looking for where her silhouette is so I could go follow it. And right away I start laughing because I realize her silhouette, her character's like this, aiming straight down at the floor. So I'm like, okay. So I go, and I realize, I don't know how, I guess what happened was we came into the room, and when the aliens started coming in, she backed off because they were attacking the crap out of both of us. So she backed off and then somehow turned around and ran backwards, and then ran into a hallway that had a staircase, and got stuck in the staircase because she freaked out and tensed up and then pushed up on the controller, so she looked straight down. So it was so funny because she was literally going in circles in this stairwell, and she got stuck basically looking straight down. And then it was coaching her through all right, walk forward, turn left, turn right. And then she started kind of to get it. And she was like, all right, this is way too complicated. She's like, I'm going to go crazy if I keep trying to do this. But every single time, it will always come up, and we laugh ourselves hysterical about it because it was just the funniest thing where I'm like, where the heck are you? And I turn around, and she's literally staring down.
Well, at least she took it well. It could have been the other way. It's like you're blasting, and then she's like, "I'm lost," and it's like, "Come back for me." It's like, "No, wait, I'm sorry. Save yourself." And then she's like, "You didn't come back for me."
It was the funniest thing. It was like the most wonderful experience that we've ever had together, and it bonded us together. And it was so funny to this day. We still laugh about that shit.
It's like he came back for me. He loved me. And in the alternate universe, that motherfucker didn't come back for me, and that's why we never got married.
I sat there and I told them, like, all right, we're gonna have to start you on the basics. I'm like, I'm gonna have to hook up the old Nintendo, and you're gonna play your way through through Mario and all that.
That was a compatibility test if you came back for her. Because if you didn't, that was it. That relationship was over.